The last broadcast. In a small, isolated town, the world outside had fallen silent. It had started with reports of a strange illness, a virus that turned the infected into mindless, ravenous creatures. One by one, townsfolk vanished, either succumbed to the disease or taken by the undead. Clara, a local radio host, barricaded herself in the station. With dwindling supplies, she continued to broadcast, hoping to reach any survivors. Each night, her voice filled the empty airwaves, a beacon of hope amid despair. One evening, as she prepared her usual update, a transmission crackled through her speakers. "If anyone can hear this, we're trapped in the old schoolhouse. They're everywhere." The message ended abruptly, static swallowing the desperation. Clara's heart raced. The schoolhouse was just a few blocks away, a place where she had spent her childhood. She could still hear the laughter of friends echoing in its halls, now replaced by the groans of the undead. Torn between duty and fear, she grabbed her flashlight and a baseball bat, determined to help. Stepping outside, the moon cast eerie shadows over the deserted streets. Clara moved quickly, the sounds of her own footsteps the only thing breaking the silence. As she neared the school, she spotted the figures, hunched, lifeless forms roaming aimlessly. She ducked behind a car, watching their slow, jerky movements. The school loomed ahead, dark and foreboding. Clara crept through the broken gates, praying that the survivors were still alive. The front doors creaked as she pushed them open, revealing a dimly lit hallway. Desks lay overturned, and a long abandoned backpack sat in the corner, a grim reminder of the chaos that had unfolded. "Hello?" she called softly. Silence answered, but a faint noise caught her attention. It was coming from the gymnasium. Taking a deep breath, she approached, heart pounding. Inside, a group huddled together, fear etched on their faces. Clara's relief was short-lived as a low growl interrupted the moment. A zombie lurched toward them from the shadows, its eyes vacant but hungry. With a swift swing of her bat, Clara struck, sending the creature crashing to the ground. The survivors gasped, then rushed toward her, eyes wide with gratitude and terror. "Thank you," one woman whispered. "We thought we were done for." Clara quickly scanned the room. "We need to move. More will come." They gathered what they could, and as they made their way out, the echoes of moans grew louder. Just outside, the horde had gathered, drawn by the noise. Clara led the group through a side exit, the sounds of shuffling feet close behind. They sprinted down the back alley, the undead snapping at their heels. Desperation fueled their escape. As they rounded a corner, they spotted Clara's station in the distance. It was a sanctuary, a place where they could plan their next move. Reaching the door, they burst inside, barricading it just in time. The moans outside grew distant, but the fear lingered. Clara turned to the survivors, ready to strategize when the radio crackled to life again. "Anyone who hears this, they're getting smarter. They're learning." The voice trembled, filled with urgency. "They're not just mindless anymore." Chills ran down Clara's spine. If the undead were evolving, their hope was dwindling. They needed a new plan, fast. As she scanned the room, a realization hit her. Survival wasn't just about hiding, it was about fighting back. They would need to gather supplies, find weapons, and reclaim their town. Clara took a deep breath, determination igniting in her chest. "Let's get to work," she said, her voice steady. The fight for survival had only just begun.